by the defense to unearth and reveal the contextual framework behind the charges against me. Now, with the two executive orders, the dogs were let out, so to speak. What followed was a dispatch of the attack pack led by Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, Defense Intelligence, 30 years, prosecutor. He, Crane, unlawfully unsealed the court's sealed indictment to his handlers, senior U.S. government officials at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, and was never held to account. The rest of the operational team are Colonel Brandon Hollis, Defense Intelligence, CIA, U.S. Air Force, Senior Trial Counsel, and now prosecutor. James C. Johnson, U.S. Army expert, 20 years on conventional and special operations. Seem out of the local and regional dynamics that is West Africa. Second, tie any financial and political support to good governance in Liberia. Time does not permit, but the exhibits are present. Not even the Nigerian nation was spared from threats and intimidation, as explained by Femi Kayode, press secretary to President Obasanjo, the Nigerian head of state, who was with him in Washington when President George W. Bush promised, and I quote, to bring Nigeria to its knees if Taylor was not turned over to the special court. And what happened? Obasanjo buckled and capitulated. Now, this demonstrates the significant pressure that was brought to bear on President Obasanjo, irrespective of his personal and leadership obligations to the West African sub-region. And therein lies the dilemma for current African heads of state and government, but how to enter into binding commitments and obligations with the African pairs and remain steadfast, resolute, and unyielding in their fidelity to those agreements in the face of such unrelenting and punishing pressure from powerful Western.
And guess what? The people come and play. I swear. How we the EPA with me there? The song I want play, they get it right. Husband as petition is taking from people. What's that to? You know, it's the one say we the mic is the say. Now we the table never. People running behind.
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience. But why you to us? So why the rest not stable? No job, no food, no food on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping for the breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people I hate to say you not love. It's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you was going to change things, but we not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Oh, what a pleasant way to welcome all of you to Freedom Hub on 87.9. This is the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Kai. I'm here today on the loan presentation. Hopefully, Alexa will pop in. But again, if that doesn't happen, we're going to be on the loan presentation on the Wednesday's edition. There are too many things happening in the country. The Republic of Liberia is going through a lot of difficulties. There are people making progress in some areas.
You wish harm
from their personal lives,
for the Liberian people.
generally on the part of the national governance structure of our country. It is still a disaster.
Tell me who you rather kill the
Something needs to be done.
rescue team.
The Liberian people are becoming so impatient.
I'll ask you one question. Now,
Their tolerance level is running out.
do not give
They keep looking up to their government to see if the government will readjust
the rescue.
and be a government for the people,
Mr. Rescue.
a government for all of the people. Interestingly, the country is
Things.
being governed from a political party perspective.
You and your rescue team.
What is it?
Stay.
What's happening to our dear Liberia?
Country divided into two
What is the situation with our country?
parties. They can't conclude.
This is where we would normally come on the radio at about this moment,
When they
at about this particular time,
free, you dance sassy.
and talk Liberia.
Now when they
Bring you all of what you need to know about this beautiful country, Liberia.
rather kill the rescue now.
And that's why we keep
I say, Mr. Rescue.
this radio station and all the media platforms open
I wanna ask you one question. Now,
to the conversation.
you not give him the people what they want.
Former Liberian Assistant Minister at the Ministry of Gender,
The rescue. The people say now.
Mamesi Kaba, issued a particular statement on her Facebook page today, bringing to the attention of the Liberian population a particular situation that happened between a government official
The people.
in the Unity Party administration
You say you are going.
and her president. We'll read you her post. We'll tell you what we know about it.
Your rescue team.
We'll tell you what's happening in the country.
Not saying chinches.
And trust me, this is going to be tied into Liberia's desire
They can't conclude. You dance sassy.
to land a position at the level of the non-permanent seat at the UN General Assembly, specifically the Security Council.
But the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather kill the rescue.
And so,
You and your rescue team.
with this in mind, now that you are there and I'm here behind these beautiful microphones,
Now who you give the rescue.
it is important that we welcome you to the Wednesday's edition.
The people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue.
We will take a few bars of our team song and be back here with the rest of the conversation.
Like you.
But those of you who are out there and listening, those of you who keep winning money on our platform, remember, a day is coming when money will be wasting here and there, wasting beyond control,
Let me ask you.
like we are doing. And we're going to begin doing that today. When 20,000 Liberian dollars,
Things.
10,000 Liberian dollars,
Promises you
and up to 5,000. So you're going to be having 5,000, 10,000,
divided into two.
up to 15, 20,000 Liberian dollars
Conclude.
will be won on the platform by those of you who will be lucky.
Now when they tap on the Liberian.
The code remains the same.
You dance sassy.
All you need to do is to continue to dial star 799 star 11 hash on Loon Star Cell MTN mobile money.
Mr. Rescue.
Yes,
Sound like you.
just by dialing star 799 star 11 hash on Loon Star Cell MTN mobile money,
We not seeing chinches.
you could win for yourself 5,000 Liberian dollars.
Stay.
You could win 10,000.
You made the whole country divided.
You could win 15,000.
DC and Unity Party.
You could win for yourself 20,000 on this Wednesday afternoon.
County.
Whatever the case is,
Liberian people.
it depends on your luck and how well you play.
You wish
So the more you play, the people say, the better your chances are.
people suffering.
And so,
Tell me who you rather
with this in mind, we go to take our break.
rescue team.
When we come back, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful one here in this cold studio of ours,
Now who you give the rescue.
right here on 87.9.
You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. Not like you.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper.
From your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper.
Yɛntieti to deja
Introducing Yanjin Beer from Beijing, the newest sensation in town. Yanjin Beer is so smooth and light. You get drink it, wake up in that morning, feeling very energized, and you wicked quick. The woman will be very happy. No headache, no eye spinning. And the Yanjin Beer bottle, it got a special way again open. Nobody will ever use you for the opener again. Very easy. Yanjin Beer can be found wholesale or retail at Sir Exeter and Jungle Water, and also in supermarkets or bars around you. Reward yourself by drinking Yanjin Beer, and trust me, you will be ready to go.
I'm the money, I'm the money. Use your time well. No waka waka.
Yes.
Peewee,
Yes.
what all the happiness for now?
Yama. The thing that making some of our friends in other countries can be building houses and sending their children to Google schools. Now come to Liberia, yeah?
What's that?
They got one Liberian company called Liberty Fortune.
Liberty Fortune?
Yes. This company bringing one game they call Liberty Fortune Scratch and Win game.
And how people can play this game?
Very easy. Buy their ticket and scratch the silver part on it. Just the same way you can do the scratch card. Then any money you see on it is for you. You can win different amount of money, all the way up to 10,000 USD.
So you mean when I buy the Liberty Fortune scratch card and build the silver part, any money there is for me?
Yes, and you only need just $1 USD or the same money LD to play and win.
But where I can get a Liberty scratch card from?
Go to the shops, go to the boys who selling scratch cards and tell them that you want Liberty scratch card. Pay, scratch, and win. And then you take the winning card to their office at the Don's residence on 2nd Street, Topman Boulevard in Cinco for your money.
Peewee, thank you for this life-changing game. Liberty scratch card, we for it every day. Spend small money and win big money.
A message from Liberty Fortune LLC, the new game changer in Liberia. Oh yeah.
I'm the money, I'm the money. Use your time well. No waka waka.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. Well, we're having a whole conversation on too many things that we would need to do. But while we're doing our best to have these things settled, it is important that we continue to acknowledge all of you, our people who keep following the platform. Yes, we keep acknowledging you. It is important we keep acknowledging you. Thanks for always listening. Thanks for always watching. These supports you are giving are very, very, very important to us, and so we want to say hats up to all of you. And now, for those of you who are listening, and again, like I said, today is a big day. So we just hold on. Today is a big day. So we're going to be giving people $20,000. That is this ceiling at which we'll be giving money. So some will win 5,000. Some will win 10, 15. But the biggest ceiling is 20,000 Liberian dollars, and that is something very, very wonderful. That is something we intend to do. That is something we are committed to doing, and so play it. You can never tell. The more you play, the better your chances are to win on 87.9. So as it is, let's go to the main conversation for which we came to work today. The country is our country. I repeat, this country is all of us country. The all of our own country. And the reason why we normally burn our calories and we spend more time in talking about wanting this country to get better is because we do not have anywhere else to call our home. It is because this is the only place I am now required to have a visa to come to. I can leave and enter Liberia anytime I want to. This is my country. The only thing we can do to this country is to do time by time. We give government to these people for this particular time. When we finish, we take it from them, we give it to other group of people. We finish, we take it from them, we give it to other group of people. These are the only things that we know how to do. But regardless, and I'm saying this, regardless of who's in power, our nationality as Liberians will not change. It will not change. And that's why we keep fighting every day, every night on this radio. Abu Sheri, Hega Gonda, Wendy Nimle, Esther Daku, and the rest of the people here. You know, Austin and myself, Alexa, we'll keep hurting our heads every day for one single reason: for this country to get better. Because when the country is better, it is not a particular group of people that we enjoy. Let me say this to you. When Liberia gets better under Joe Bwaka, under this Unity Party government, it is not only it is not just a particular group of people that we enjoy. All of us will enjoy it. Similarly, if this country is to get bad, worse, and destroyed, all of us, not some of us, all of us will feel it. And that is that is the reason why we keep hurting our heads every day in showing that our people, the Liberian people, are informed, that their government is aware of what they are doing to the people, and that recommendations be made. I mean, these are some of the reasons why we normally come here. Now, back to the real reason why we came to work today. The current government is pursuing a particular tax as we speak in the United States of America, in New York. The government is seeking to have a non-permanent position at the level of the UN Security Council, for Liberia to be a non-permanent member. This is and I repeat, this is going to be a serious progress for our country. And let me say this to all of you listening. Our country, Liberia, is seeking to have a non-permanent seat at the level of the UN General Assembly. I mean, the Security Council, rather. There is a campaign for that endeavor. If Liberia wins, it will become a thing of pride, dignity. It will boost our morale. It will increase the strength of our passport. No, let me tell you what it will do for Liberia. It will enhance our vibrancy as an African nation across the horizon. It will dignify Liberians. It will add grease to our elbows. That's how we say it in Liberia. It will give us sufficient recognition. And that's why I support it. That's why I support the UN. I mean, the non-permanent seat at the UN for Liberia. That's why I support it. Now, why I support the bid of Liberia to go for that non-permanent seat at the United Nations, it is also important to stress that we cannot be going for such a pivotal slot in the international sphere. We cannot be opting to be on a Security Council. A Security Council that is supposed to see to it that peace, security, harmony, and tranquility will reign across the world. We cannot be fighting for such a position globally when domestically we are still running from one another. When domestically we are still running a segregative country. When we are still running a country that is being influenced by deep hatred and segregation fueled by the government. I want you to listen to me and listen to me very well. Pay attention. Pay attention. Why I can Oliver Khan, KOK, why I support Liberia's bid for the non-permanent seat at the level of the United Nations Security Council. I still think that our government should begin to act like a country that will want to be a peacemaker in the global arena. We cannot continue to have this government, this Unity Party, Joe Baka's administration, dividing the country through the lack of tolerance, through this vindictive style of leadership. You can't continue to have this deep division in Liberia locally, and you go out there purporting to be a country that is well suited, suitable enough to lead such a serious minded institution. We cannot. That would be hypocritical on our part as a country. And that's why we are asking the government to tone down the rhetorics, to tone down the vindictiveness, to tone down this attempt to want to crack down on free speech, freedom of assembly, and all of the fundamental rights we have in this country. That is the reason why we keep asking you, the government, to stop it. A non-permanent member on the bench of the United Nations Security Council should not have a record of her police officers going to put a riot under control in Kinjor and kill 3 citizens. Till today, the parents, the relatives, the loved ones of those victims are still mourning their loss. A country aspiring for the non-permanent position at the United Nations Security Council will not be operating for 15 months. And you still have a big line of division between the government and key actors in the opposition community. That is not reconciliation. That is an indicator of a country that is divided. Now, a divided country has no moral authority to want to seek for a position at the level of the United Nations Security Council. Don't get me wrong. I told you from the onset that a win for Liberia at the level of the UN Security Council will mean so much for our country, and that's why I support it. If you were to ask me if an international journalist will come to this country and or better still contact me via my different handles and ask for my opinion, I will gladly tell them that I want Liberia to succeed. I want Liberia to win the seat at the UN Security Council. But I'm disappointed in how my government is proceeding. My disappointment will be deeply rooted in the fact that the government is yet to recognize that peace and genuine reconciliation is the fulcrum to any economic viability, economics, economic revolution or whatever they want to bring forth. Until the government can realize that the bedrock for any prosperity and progress in any country, anywhere around the world, is for that country to be at peace. It's for the citizens in that country to be at peace with one another. In the absence of peace, in the absence of genuine reconciliation, all other things are temporary. Fragility will continue to be the order of the day in such an environment. And that is not the kind of country that we need. You still have a vindictive administration in power. Till today, people lost their tenure positions, not for any reason, but because the government ain't want them there. Although there is a law that says you should be here until so and so time, but because the government ain't want them there, because the government is not tolerant enough, because the government is not law abiding, because the government is in the business of violating the constitutional, laws of our country, they just do not care. They will go about removing people from tenure position, breaking every single law they have available at their disposal, and whatever the case is, and so forth. At the end of the day, such a country seeking for a non-permanent position at the UN Security Council will appear to be hypocritical in the faces of the rest of the world. What will Sarah Beslow-Yanti, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, what will Sarah Beslow-Yanti say to an Al Jazeera journalist or a journalist from CNN or Fox News? What will Minister Sarah Beslow-Yanti say to a journalist who will ask her about peace and reconciliation in Liberia, a country that is desirous of having a non-permanent position at the UN General Security Council? What was Minister Sarah Beslow-Yanti say? What would that answer be? That Liberia is reconciled, that the people in the country have no bitterness amongst them, that our government has reached out from a reconciliatory perspective, that our government has reconciled the country after 15 months? What is she going to say? What is Minister Beslow-Yanti going to say if an international journalist will engage her in New York and ask her, hey, Madam Minister, we are told that your country is aspiring to have a position on the non-permanent seat, one of the non-permanent seats at the Security Council. Can you tell us as to whether this country is in peace? This country is reconciled? Can you tell us about peace and reconciliation? Can you tell us about the political climate in your country? What is Madam Yanti going to say to the journalist? What is it? Look, what is she going to say to the journalist? What? No, you tell me. What is she going to say to the journalist? Answer that question. Will she lie? Will she tell them Liberia is united? Will she be bold enough to say to the journalist that civil servants who do not subscribe to green t-shirts have their rights to freedom of expression? Will Sarah Beslow-Yanti say that to the journalist in New York? What kind of country is she going to sell to the rest of the world? What kind of country is she going to be telling the rest of the world that is in need of a non-permanent seat? What will she say? Madam, what kind of country do you want us to give the non-permanent seat at the level of the Security Council? Which country? A country where peaceful protesters are being beaten, tear gas, live bullets, brutalized. Oh yes, I hate to say it, but killed in Kinjo. Is it the country you're going to be projecting? Oh yes, I support the decision. I support the move for our country to be given that slot. It will benefit the republic. It will give, and I mean, it's going to be an added value to being a Liberian, to be a citizen of a country that is on the Security Council with a non-permanent, slot. That's going to be an honor to any Liberian around the world. In as much as it is going to be to the joy of any positive Liberian, it is also important for us to tell our government that you can be fighting to be the pastor of the church, the imam of the mosques. You can be campaigning to want to be the imam of the mosques, the pastor of the church. When all your neighbors, the only thing they know about you is in the morning you wake up and be cursing people parents in the morning. That's the only thing they know you about. But when you come Broad Street, you go to your church, and you start telling people you won't be pastor there. But all in your community, people know you to be people who can, somebody who can cause my impact. That's your job. So want to go to the Security Council? You should be able, you should have the ability to be a peacemaker. To be a peacemaker, you must be a reconciler. To be a reconciler, you must have the ability to tolerate people. Your government lacks tolerance. The current administration doesn't tolerate people with diverse opinion. When you have diverse opinion, you are ostracized. You are blacklisted. You are not good for inclusive governance. They will search the HR records in all of the ministries and agencies and book your name out. They will smoke you out of your job. If you have a private company, they will run to the private company and suffocate it. They will even try as hard as possible to prevent your private investment from having government contracts. That is how vindictive the country seeking non-permanent slot at the UN Security Council. That's how the country is. And so why do we want the seat? Oh, okay. We want it because it was a dream of President Weah, his foreign minister, Maswa Kimia. Oh, yeah. They initiated it. They started the conversation about Liberia having a slot at the UN Security Council. George Weah and his foreign minister, Ambassador D. Maswa Sakimia, the entire Liberian government at the time initiated this bid, seeking to have Liberia as a non-permanent member of the Security Council. The country that was applying for that council's position at the time was a country where protesters would go to protest, and instead of they receiving bullets, tear gas, brutalization, they were receiving cold water, food. And for those of them who were Muslims, when they were about to pray, you will find police people drawing cycle around them to provide protection while they pray to Almighty Allah. That is the country that George Weah and Maswa Kimia were taking at the UN Security Council to give a non-permanent slot. When we are in Kenya and the CDC government initiated this journey of securing a non-permanent slot for Liberia, they were projecting a country where civil servants were not dismissed, although they were seen in live videos insulting the sitting president, subverting governance, yet they maintain their jobs. Yet they maintain their jobs. That was the country that was being projected. That was the country that was being sold. The country that was sold to have the non-permanent slot at the UN Security Council level was that country that didn't care to know where you are from, that didn't care to know whether you supported the CDC or not. It was a country where the president came out openly and told his own partisans that I am the president of the Republic of Liberia, not the president of CDC. And so I should never hear anybody say, because you're Sidician, so you need to have job at all costs. That was the country that was being sold. A country where you do not have to have jobs on the basis of your political party alliance. The country that applied for the slot, I ain't talking about the country that come and go vote. The country that applied for the slot was that country where you did not have to be sucking up to the political party in power for you to have opportunities at the different ministries and agencies. That was the country that applied. Which country do we have now going to the elections? We have a country where I bet you now you can never find a civil servant having a post on Facebook in which he is disagreeing with the government. I repeat, the current country that is applying for the non-permanent slot at the Security Council, you cannot find any civil servant who is still on his job and expressing his honest views. I mean, opposing views to some of the wrong things happening in this country. Find me one civil servant who is using his original name on Facebook, fighting against this government on social media. Find me that civil servant, and I will apologize to you. An attempt for you to be in this government and express your honest opinion, honest and non-political opinion, you are in problem. The HR will see you the next day. Not because you violated one CSO protocol, but because of the political intolerance. The country that is going for that position is the country where they say Emma Glasgow stole money from NAPA, but almost after 4 months, no investigation can ever trace, can ever provide a lead into understanding as to whether that happened. Interestingly, it was all about the job, getting the job back. The country going for the Security Council is a country where the central bank governor was told to resign. Then they went in the corner. He was told to resign. He refused. They later on suspended him, went back to the suspended man, and gave him money to resign. So you suspended the man took you to court, you gave him money to resign. The man resigned. The crime you say he committed for which you suspended him, you didn't prosecute him for the crime, but you pay him money over here, then he resigned. Then you put another person there. The reason why the UN is having Security Council is because around the world in UN member countries, there are possibilities that UN member countries will normally fight war. The reason UN got Security Council is because countries in the UN, database, they can have their own internal issues. They can be fighting wars sometimes. So when the fighting war, UN will send peacekeepers there. The Security Council, UN will send peacekeepers there and so forth. Why do countries fight war? I mean, I'm saying Liberia, I said most of the countries around the world, why do countries fight war? Inequality, suppression, inequality, suppression, disregard for the rule of law, violation of constitutional order, as the use of excessive power, intolerance, political marginalization, and you can name the rest of the vices. These are genuine reasons why countries around the world run into conflict, internal and external conflicts. To be a peacekeeper on the global scale, you should not have any semblance of some of the worst attributes of a country heading to crisis. On the contrary, the country Liberia doesn't resemble a peacemaking country. You know how the thing looking? Let me put it in simple English so that all understand it. You know how it looking? The community people looking for one man who will be a psychosocial counselor. I think that one too big for our people. So the community people looking for somebody who, when somebody feeling bad, the person will talk to the person and the person how to calm down. The community people looking for somebody who, when somebody beat a woman, the person will be able to talk to the woman and say, "Oh man, oh sorry." Then they go to the man to say, "Oh, Pape, my man, you don't supposed to be beating woman. Stop it." That's the kind of person the community looking for. Oh yes, that's the kind of person the community looking for. So the community passing around looking for that kind of person. They say, "Oh, when you know say you're able to kind of be talking, when you know say you peacemaker, you can talk between man and woman, you can talk between family and family, you can talk between church and church, you can talk between this and this, and you know that you will looking for to be in our community leadership." Then why everybody, people hustling to go and put a knee down so at least they can select them to be one of the peacemakers in the community? They will go see one man. The man who can be way in front. He can't even enter the hall. He can be way in front and start cursing a woman and cheering. The man who by the time a woman just asking for small thing in the hall, boom, in poster in her ear and start kicking her, chunking her all over the place. We go see the man, put his hand up and go into the community town hall. And go put his hand up and say, y'all put my knee down. I want to be one of the people who can talk to people. What do you think the rest of the community people will see? You're not Austin. You're not Austin here where can be beating a woman who call it back. You're not Austin where can be burning hot plastic on a chair to the hall. That Austin will come in elect to be talking to us in our community and be talking to all this and that. When he not change, when even the money before you go carry him, even putting slide your woman here, that Austin will come in, get position to be talking to other men who can be grown up and who can be fighting their women. That Austin will come and get position to. Austin, why you putting on your woman? That is what Liberia is at the moment. To have a slot at that level, you must be a country that is capable of interfering positively on the global stage in mitigating challenges affecting members' countries. Okay, we get Liberia the seat. The people got crisis in, I don't want to call any country, or maybe the Republic of KOK. They got crisis there. Liberia got a seat now. Those people then go on the table to go have conversation. And some of the reason why maybe they put in crisis, they put say, "Oh, seeing the other president over in the other country, all their citizens, their partisans who were in the government, they put moving from government, and that's why they not like it, that's why they're fighting." Let's assume that is the reason why one country will be fighting, and Liberia on the bench now. Liberia a member on the bench. What did Labrador say in that meeting? No. Don't cut out your radio. Don't put your face on the other side. Look at your friend again. Tell your friend what did Labrador will do in that meeting. Let's say one country. I won't call any country name because I don't want to, yeah. Let's say the Republic of, yeah. Okay, let's say the Republic of Orange. Okay, case me Republic. That another country there. Let's say case me Republic in crisis. They won't fight war. The other political party that said, no, we're not allowed anything, we're fight. Labrador on the Security Council now. Labrador. Then the UN said, let's go ask the people, what did they want for? Labrador sitting down there. Then the people from Case Me Republic, one of them kind of said, look, we from the Case Me party, our people that were in government, but they made it from the Banana Party when they took power. All our Case Me party people who were in government, they started sacking all of them. They started removing them from the payroll. They start removing 10 new positions. They start disrespecting the Supreme Court. Poverty became an issue confronting Liberia. Confronting our people from Case Me Republic. The president started buying BB car when people were suffering in the country. That's the reason why we were fighting in our Case Me Republic. Labrador on the table. What did Labrador tell them? The same thing that causing trouble in the poor country. In Labrador, no country. Do you think Labrador will have a moral voice on that table? Do you think Labrador will have a moral voice on that table? And that's what we are saying. In as much as we support the bid for Liberia to be on the Security Council, we also want the government to understand that, hey, Mr. Mame, Mr. Woman Beater, saying you want change now to be in the community peacekeeping team, stop beating your woman to their house. That's what we're telling Joe Barker and his administration. If the reason you want to go to the Security Council to be a member is to contribute toward global peace, security, reconciliation, and progress, if that is the reason why you want to go on that seat, then it has to begin from home. You will need to demonstrate beyond all reasonable doubt that you are a peacemaker. You can be a global peacemaker and internally you are running a divided country, a country where businesses are being fought highly. If you do not subscribe to the Unity Party of Green Revolution, the brown and green revolution, you are stagnated, you are suffocated. They will suffocate you to the letter. They will suppress you. They will ensure that you do not grow. No, when we talk so. They say, oh, we do. But this is unfair. How you going for a Security Council meeting? You won't get slot. And your actions didn't even resemble people going for such a crucial position. How do you do that? How do you do that? Now listen to what Mamensi Kabal wrote. Listen to what Mamensi Kabal wrote. I'm about to read it. Listen to what Mamensi Kabal wrote. That country one Security Council, yo. Country one Security Council slot, yo. Listen to what Mamensi Kabal wrote. Take your time and listen to it. Oh yes. Take your time and listen to it. Listen to what Mamensi wrote. Take your time and listen. Now let's go to it. She said, on many occasions. Let me take my time. Let me take my time to read it from this angle. Your phone get problem. I think I gotta change it. I gotta buy a new phone. But I just hope I get some money in a few days to do that. Okay. All right. So let me view it from this other phone. Mamensi said, on many occasions, I have clearly said that the Unity Party-led government is pretentious about reconciliation, It has manifested. She went on to say, on Saturday, May 24, 2025, the Deputy Director for Administration at the Liberian National Fire Service, Emmanuel Kone Refa, and I met at Brother Santi's engagement ceremony and decided to take few pictures. Considering that he and I have been friends for some time now, despite our political differences. Comrefa posted the above mentioned pictures of us on his page on Monday and tagged me. Upon getting the notification, I commented and expressed my sentiments in return. In simple English, my message said she went to song on a wedding. Then the deputy fire service bossman and her, the Ben friend went way back. Two of them went to top picture. The man posted the picture. The man tagged her. And she got the notification. She too, she went there. She replied to the man. Being the sensitive person that I am, when I noticed that I was not receiving notifications anymore, I got concerned. So when the guy posted the picture two of them took, they meant for the party but in the fire service. Nana. When he posted the picture two of them took, she commented, said that she can't get any small son that coming to her say, oh, maybe what happened, and people, at least people so be say, oh, my message you found, oh, in my you found too. She said she stopped receiving notifications. I got concerned and decided to check on his page. To my utmost surprise, the post was deleted. To my utmost surprise, the post was deleted simply because he was pressured by some senior government officials and partisans of the Unity Party to bring down the post. Mamesi Kaba, a minister under the CDC government, a CDCN. Imarafa, a deputy fire service director for fire service, a Unity partisan. Two of them go to one wedding, they met there, they took picture. Imarafa posted the picture. Mamesi went there, she commented. People started commenting on the picture. Thank you. Mamesi said she can't get no signal. She go check, the post deleted. Only for all to find out. Go ahead. She said, I'm aware of this because I spoke with inside sources and they confirmed the aforementioned assertion. The assertion was that Imarafa was being pressured by people in the party to put the post down. Imarafa, why are you taking picture of Mamesi Kaba? They get in CDC, you taking picture of her? Eh? President, we are not even taking picture of Joe. President Baga is not taking picture with Joe. That you want prove the difference? We've been joining our line with these people that you want prove the difference. According to intel, those were things being said to Imarafa behind the scene. According to what Mamesi is asserting, those are things that were being said to him, pressurizing him. Why are you taking picture of Mamesi? Oh, that you want out of your good past, President Baga? You think we wanted to reconcile with these people, President Baga? I'm going to go to Joey ever since and sit down and take picture with him. You better follow the leader. You better put that post down. And according to some, based on the intel Mamesi may have received, she said that was why when she went to check for the post was not there. She went on to say, for a government that has the sole responsibility to take the lead in fostering unity, to be that much interested in hateful politics and targeting dissenting opinions is absolutely disheartening and unacceptable. I can also recall a month ago, or a few months ago, Honorable Gray referring to Akara's grave, and Patrick Honda took pictures together, and Brother Patrick decided to post those pictures in on his Facebook page. Few minutes later, he was also pressured to delete the post, and he did. Is this the change you promised? Attached are the two photos we took at that occasion. This is from Mamesi Kaba. Mamesi CDC. Mamesi CDC. How do you call again? And what the other woman? No, that woman, man. In Marafa, you know the party. They go to one wedding. They say, okay, we're friends. Or before, Mamesi say, oh, but in Marafa, I'm Mekana. The time I was minister in CDC and you were opposition man, we used to take picture also. It's the way you fire service man, me and I get job now, can't let take picture. You know, friends now, ordinary friends. Friends should take pictures in this country, regardless of which party they are from. When we are friends, we should be allowed to take pictures in this country. I know my friend from the Unity Party whose birthday was one day. And he came in my inbox and said, okay, I appreciate the call you just made, but please do not post my picture. I said, why? He said, you can deal with my ministry. And I don't want you to post my picture. The people say the information where you can be getting, that me can be giving it to you. Can you imagine? So when I saw my message post, I thought to leave it. This doesn't suggest anything sound about a country wanting such a slot at the Security Council. It doesn't show any sign of a country that is willing to go the extra mile in reconciling. How do you do this to this country, my people? Politics. So because we are United Partisans and CDC people, if we were family members, if we were friends, we used to go to the same gym together. We are in the same FC Barcelona or Arsenal or Real Madrid. So we should not take public pictures anymore. And when we take those pictures, it should die in our galleries. We should not post them on Facebook. Because when you post, the Unity Party government people will go to you and say, what are you doing with those people? Why are you taking pictures with those people? Those are segregative messages. Those are bad things. Those are things that can divide the country. Such a divided country seeking to be a member, a non-permanent, seat holder at the Security Council. This is hypocrisy. You are rooting deeply in division locally, and on the international scene, you're purporting to be angels of unity, angels of reconciliation, angels of peace. It is unacceptable. Don't get me wrong. KOK, I do support Liberia. I support it. I support the move. I support the decision of our country to be on the UN Security Council or non-permanent slot there. I support it. But what I do not support, and I will say this to you, what I do not support is for our country to be deeply divided internally, locally. Then we go pretend in New York. It's better we give the seat to one country that is willing to see citizens in that country as equals. You're sucking people here and there because of their political affiliation. You're intolerant to the point where somebody took picture with their friend because of politics. You pressure the person until the person put the picture down. I have an experience about it. I just told you what happened between my friend and I. I could not do his birthday post. I said, I beg you, I still let my job. If you post me, I'll be in trouble. People will say, I don't want to give you information. Can you imagine? When the country starts to reach to that kind of level, when division and suppression start to reach to that kind of level, then it is upon the shoulders of those who are sound, those who love the country, those who believe in the country, those who believe in the progress of the country. It is upon them to ensure that they stand out, that they speak out. Perhaps those in power will listen. Why are you guys giving us hard time in this country? Why the government giving us trouble in this country? A winner supposed to be happy. A winner supposed to be happy. How come your win election you're still vexed? Something is not right. Something is not right somewhere. How come you guys won election and you are still vindictive? Look, in the community when you're fighting over something and you win it, that you can be making peace with the other people who did not win because you know that they think why I win, other people when they're in the community. If I not make peace with them, I am vulnerable. They could come and attack me for it. They could conspire against outsiders to attack me for it. When you win, you are supposed to lead the reconciliatory efforts. You are not supposed to be subverting it. I mean, how come people win power in the vex? If George Weah was angry when he became president, when he won the presidency, if he was angry, you think that time the papi was saying you're going to give money to the papi to go to America for treatment, you think he would have done that? If George Weah was angry the time he won the election, you think you were going to give Imara Nukwe job to the airport, to Labrador Civil Aviation Authority? You think he would have given Nukwe job? Because Nukwe wanted to be vice president at the time George Weah wanted to be president in 2017. Nukwe was vice presidential candidate to Joe Biden. If Weah was angry, if he was an angry winner, you think he would have given Nukwe job? Alexander Dopo was vice tender bearer to Benina Ure. If Weah was angry, you think he would have given Dopo job to Ministry of Education as deputy minister? If George Weah and the CDC partisans were angry citizens, Charles Walker Bromskins, peace to his ashes, his running mate was Harrison Conway. You think President Weah would have sent Harrison Conway to the FDA to make him the chairman of the board of the FDA? You think that would have happened? I don't want to mention the number of ministers that left in the Weah's government. I mean, that got turned over from Ellie. And almost all the civil servants who were United Partisans still maintain their director's position in the different government ministry and agencies. When you win election, you are happy. You are not angry. And some of you are not bad. Some of you United Partisans, you are not bad people. But because the general, perception amongst the partisans is that once they are not in green, they do not exist. That's why some of the good people in United Party are themselves becoming bad. Even the thing I'm doing now is scary for Imarafa. I hope you guys will not suspend him or do something to him. I'm afraid. This is one young man who is humble. Hey, Imara, I'm a male. Many days, Imara, I say he's a driver from our late driver market in Kano town. We used to come together. I don't know, that minister in the Dillon office. Imagine I used to be dealing with Senator Dillon on the radio every day. Imara, I say when I read about Barnabas driver market junction, the intersection, when I see, I say, oh, man, I can slow down. So then he's shocked. When I slow down, I say, oh, man, that go, ain't going to turn. He said, yeah. I said, that go back. We'll be lecturing, we'll be arguing. I driving, we're arguing. But we're coming. That's how close the young man, that's how open-minded the young man is. How the man go do a post, you pressurizing to put a post down? How will this country reconcile? You think Mama Sikala want anything from Imarafa? I personally said I don't need anything from him. But we were friends before. It's difficult now. It's very difficult now. I dare you. I can be avoiding to even go close to Imarafa because I do not want her people sacking him one day before they say that because he's closer to me. Oh yes, we're not that close, but we're not in that kind of range where when you see the man, you no. Imagine I used to be in my papi solo with a tinter. I see the man, man, let go. Yeah, let go. The last time we're going in the night, the man was driving in front of me. I text him, I say, you, that all they can go. The man say, oh, I mean, look, look, Ellen Johnson said they're not drinking juice when she said we are interrelated and we are a small country. No, she didn't drink King Juice that time when she said it. President, we are rephrased. He didn't drink King Juice too. The both leaders understood the nature of Liberia. They understood how essential it is for our country when unity, reconciliation is upheld. Interestingly, these winners have proven beyond all reasonable doubt that they do not care about the future of this country. Because when you start to tamper with the unity and reconciliation of a country, you are risking the future. When you make everybody to develop the mindset of an extremist, it becomes terrible. Because only extremists will go to the point of rejecting pictures. Come on, picture the minute posted. And we're not in election year. Election are still 3 years and a half from now. And you're doing this thing to your citizens? May God bless our country. May God bless our country. That's all I can see. May God bless this country. We'll take this quick break. When we come back, we check in our money wallet and see whether we got money to give somebody there. Quickly, star 799 star 11 hatch. And we check in our money wallet, we'll see whether we get money to give somebody. We give them the money, and we come back on this platform to take calls. But it is disappointing when you are campaigning for such a crucial, when you're campaigning for such a crucial position, you ought to be very, very strategic. But let's take this quick break to be right back.
Stopping ground and make it peace for them before. Ramstar for Liberia, from the center to interior. Ramstar, keeping us safe, the stopping ground for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Okay, so call us on 086 500 104. Okay, let's take your input. Chris, please bring our people in studio. That was purely miscommunication. But bring them to studio. After we take calls, we have some team of individuals from STAN. Yeah, they are here to talk about STAN as an institution. But let's take few of your calls right here. Let's do that. Let's take few of your calls right here. Call us on 086 500 104 0776 104 104 are all numbers to join the conversation. Those are all numbers to join the conversation here on 87.9. Okay, let's go to the line and talk to the first batch of people. I see Minister Mamesi Kaba herself on the line. Go ahead. Good evening.
Good evening, Oliver, and good evening to your listening audience.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I just want to firstly thank you for elevating my post. And I think it is important. Like you said, Emmanuel has been a humble person. You know, we were friends before now. We stay friends. And for me, I feel for him as a young person who struggled, like all of us, having such an opportunity to enable him to sustain himself and his family. I can understand. So he has to adhere to the mandate. But it speaks volume to lack of leadership. You know, I said the last time on one of the radio stations that Mr. Barker does not have a history of being a unifier. And there are instances to that allegation or that statement. When Mr. Waka became the Senate bearer for the Unity Party, you saw how it went helter-skelter. It became divided. People started to insult the former Senate bearer of their party in Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Now he has become president. Even before becoming president, he became a head of the CPP, and the CPP scattered, and they have to separate. Today, he's the president of the country, coming from a heavily divided election. As a man who has aged in his favor, who has aged, I believe strongly he should have taken the lead in uniting our people. But it's just unfortunate because that's why people are called leaders. When you are a leader, the role you play is what your followers follow. But the fact that Mr. Barker himself is not a unifier, he believes in division. Obviously, these are things that are going to happen. And in fact, at that occasion, I did not call for the photo moment. He requested it. And being a friend, wherein I believe that politics should not divide us, I accepted graciously. I accepted to take the picture. I didn't post it to tell you that I wasn't even eager about it. We are not worthy, but by God's grace, we are making it. In this rescue Liberia, when you see some of us with no arrogance, we also have good.
But Emmanuel was not wrong to have reached out. This is an old friend he saw. Unfortunately,
Exactly.
he got pressured though.
Not even apparent. Apparently he got pressured. I got information from inside. He got pressure. You won't believe what even happened. They told him to put a post down. And this is sad because the government should be, like I said in my post, the government has the sole responsibility to lead the unification process of this nation that is heavily divided. And you are, as an opposition, should be afraid to post you because you are suffering our people. And I should not even allow with you. But now you being, telling your people not to stay in picture of people because of political difference. And what makes it scary, Oliver, is that, in a country like this, the government is more powerful. The only place we as ordinary people can seek refuge should be in the code. And this government on record does not respect the code. So if the government is targeting dissenting opinions and people who are opposition, then vulnerability becomes the issue of the day. Because even you, Oliver, you never know when you're going to be arrested. You never know when you're going to be targeted in person. We've been here and these people have been disrespecting the law. Common thing happened in Kinjal, people died.
Oh, okay.
People go to protest, they chase them, they brutalize them. A Guinean national sought refuge in Liberia. He was sent to prison by the court, and the police director allegedly went there and removed him. The court charged them up to now. They've not released the man. Whether he's alive, we don't even know. So in a country like this, when the government is acting in this way, then it becomes so scary, and it is unfortunate.
Okay.
Honestly, unfortunate. I don't know how we accidentally get to this point.
Thank you.
But I just want to say thank you for the opportunity given me.
Okay, thank you, former Minister Mamensi Kaba. We talked to this person. Go ahead quickly. No time, my man. We gotta go.
Good evening, President.
Good evening. Quickly. No time.
As it was in you phone to community first because some of KOK. President Khan, former President, we are President Boga lives in the same environment. President Boga is listening or any close person to the office listening. One of the ways that I believe that can boost this labyrinth day for this non-payment seat. If you take a walk from your home, like for your age, maybe it will take you like 5 minutes, 30 minutes something to get to former President we are home. That will show unity. People with on the street who walk behind you, try to get to him, do a photo, like your former your present official and things.
Okay. All right. As a thank you very much. As we gotta go. We got guests here. Let's talk to the person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Steve.
Hello. Go ahead.
Hello? Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
How are you, ma'am? Quickly.
Thank you.
I'm busy news one. Let's hear you. Go ahead. Okay, we leave you right there. The woman spoke my tongue. This person, hello, go ahead. 1 minute, how you doing?
Hello, my name is Maria. I'm from Tuporo.
Tuporo, ma'am. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, my brother, every day we get in a story there about it to say, but brother, let me tell you, We read about power Satan, we can nation will go against nation. So today I can see it. And I can go around people reminding people in the community.
Okay, we'll go to the chat with all I want. Let's talk to the person. Hello, how are you? How you doing? Quickly, let's hear you. Yes, sir. Go ahead, ma'am.
We are just we are suffering, no food, the blessed, the fire, the snow, everything.
Bonafam, what part of Bonafam? Okay, we'll send people there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good afternoon, Oliver.
Quickly, let's hear you, sir. No time.
Yeah, let me say congratulations to President Weah for continually flying private jet while the Liberian people are living in Ajab property.
Why are you congratulating that president? We have in power. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, because he didn't necessarily to live in luxury. Yesterday, he said we were not okay. So he proved that to us that we are happy with him. So he continued flying private jet. One of Liberia in Ajab property, and we are lying to do it. And that some country, upon his return, we will take our over Rabat International Airport.
No.
We will be sitting in the front of Paris. They are lying.
No. With
manager, that's Edmond.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and to conclude, as you said, the six, we should get it. But how do we get it? When the people that want to be taking their way, they are the one causing the damage. So, Juncker was supposed to be in that position. But see what happened? If, for instance, in the West African sub-region, every snow, you and every snow are now fighting. What's that thing up there? When you are telling us you are government in power, that you don't even want for that stick to come.
Thank you.
So the government is fighting itself, and so long they fight themselves, we'll continue to help them to go through the battle that we are going through. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing? Quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening, okay?
Good evening. Let's hear you. 1 minute. We will take 3 more calls after you. Then we have our representative from STEM and we'll talk. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to agree with the previous caller, Edmond Khan. Okay, how will you want to appeal to the UN Security Council when you are eating your people, when you don't have that for the issue of rule of law? When Supreme Court rule and then you say you continue to work with forum, how will you I myself with Joe Edwards to pray that the government will fail?
Okay. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead quickly. No time. We gotta go. Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm just telling you my government is going to program disappointed.
In who?
I'm disappointed in CDC.
Are you a citizen to be disappointed in the CDC? Okay, we leave that person. Let's talk to the other one. Go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing?
Thank you, guys. It's nothing good. Even to those who follow in the show.
This is Hussein Care. We'll go ahead, Hussein.
Yeah, this is Hussein Care. So I will first want to appreciate you first for making this a topical issue. The issue of the non-permanency at the Security Council.
And I just told you I support it.
Yes, you said it. So this is what I say. Thank you. In that spirit of unity, patriotism, love of country. Tuesday is the election. I'm going to dress up in my red, white, and blue, and I'm going to dress like a true Liberian, seeking that Maduro can win that non-permanency.
That non-permanency that is intended to bring about peace, reconciliation, and unity around the world.
So let me just reference this. You can.
No. I mean that is what the seat is for. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So are you also proud of how your government is treating this country? Yet and still we're opting for that seat.
You started this very good, and I don't want us to swap that, because.
But why are you running away from a question I'm asking you about how your government is behaving?
So let me respond to the question. And not many of the listeners, and I think many of the talk show journalists know that this particular non-permanency
But I just said that. I just said that. I just said
Fine.
it was
So-
it was an initiative by President Weah and the then minister. Go ahead.
Yes, the then minister, right? So not many of them know. So we have to inform them to tell them that we are not psychopaths. So the letter that was written to President Weah, former President Weah at the time, the former affairs minister acknowledged the effort that plan was made.
That is not the issue. The issue that it has. No. So I mean, there was no way you guys would have communicated that to the Liberian people without doing the acknowledgement. Our issue is you cannot want to go to that level. Why internally we keep having the country being held under hostage. You are violating all of the laws. You are abusing tenure positions. You are beating on peaceful citizens who are protesting. You are shooting and killing protesting citizens. And you still want to go on a seat to be a peacemaker.
With all of that, I want you to dress up in the red, white, and blue on Tuesday.
So hold on now, Hussein. Hold on now, Hussein. I can cancel my guess and just keep you on the line the whole while. Don't worry. So with all of what I just said, with all of the issue of you having Gregor Coma going to King George and killing 3 citizens in clean blood, with all of the issue of you brutalizing peaceful protesters. Hello, hey, hold on. Oh, the investigation said the citizens were wrong.
The outcome was public, right?
Oh no, the outcome said the police acted in self-defense.
But then you make it seem like it was not investigated and it just went on the carpet.
Oh, okay.
It was investigated and the outcome was public, right?
So in the midst of all of these things, you will be in your red, white, and blue, decently dressed and championing Liberia to go be Liberia will go and become a peace.
I'm also asking you and the entire FM service to join me to dress up in a red, white, and blue.
Why your government is dismissing people who do not suck up to the green water from Unity Party?
You are not dismissed. So also President.
No, I was never there. I was never there in the first place. So I was never there. So there will be no way I'll have to be dismissed.
So let me give you a question of time. So the government now does not have a deputy press secretary. If the recommendation comes that someone should be selected from Freedom FM,
the government ain't got deputy press secretary. The government ain't got deputy press secretary. Joseph Valaida, who?
Joseph Valaida, deputy press secretary.
Oh,
he's a press attaché at the.
My man, the man is deputy press secretary. Don't bring nothing to me. Don't bring it to me. He's deputy press secretary. You know your own government. Okay, we leave it right there. I mean, we'll see you made us a shame. You know your own government. Let's take Man CC, then we call it a day and go to our brother from Stan. Go ahead, Man CC, quickly. Let's hear you.
I'm not keeping them pussy on the land. I'm not keeping them on the land. Everybody on the radio. What's that? You keep me out on the land. You get people out of.
Go ahead.
You asking the question, answer the question. But you know you lying. Just answer the. You asking you go with that hand. When you tell blue and red, where you tell you the best thing. He said he know who minister. He keep me on the land. Enough fair to us, man. Guys, enough fair.
We're good.
That's why it's a sport man for you. But someone asking, I explain to you better. But if they asking, it's not the come to the issue. Okay, I want to play that thing. Music play yesterday. I can't say it now. You understand? Yes. I can't say it now.
Okay.
But I'm saying play yesterday.
Okay.
I was telling you, if I go to the country, okay, where you going? Look at somebody that became friends of Black or agents today to sit there for that poster. If it will be a risk of water, I'll give you 20 to go. It will not be a risk.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll take this quick break. When we come back, we join a representative from Stan. Stan is having a protest on July 17. He is here to talk about some of the issues happening. Where are they? What are they doing? So for the next few minutes up to the end of the show, we have him here on 87. But now let's take this quick break from Crime Stoppers Liberia. When we come back, we call it. When we come back, we go to our man.
Stopping crime and make peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe. They're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper,
Okay, Crime Stoppers Liberia from the city to the interior. Freedom FM 87.9, Freedom Hop on your radio. My name is Kai. I'm in a company with, you say your name is? Lasana Fantakruma. He is from the youth wing of a stand, specifically on the protest that we expect to happen on the 17th of July. Where are you? Where are the young people? Mhm.
Yeah, so basically, let me begin by registering my greetings to our people in Radio's Land. You know, it is always a pleasure being on platform like this
Okay.
to speak directly to the heart and soul of our people as it relates to the state of our nation. And I think it is always fun being here. So, and this is my inaugural appearance on your platform.
Okay.
I'm very much excited. However, like you said, I'm Lasana Fantakruma,
Mhm.
and I'm here today as the Secretary General of the Youth Wing of the July 17th protest. And on the banner, enough is enough. And we are the people you have long been hearing about. So we are also the people that the Constitution mentioned.
You are the people. Where have you been when 600 plus human beings were dismissed illegally from the Ministry of State, 210 dismissed from the Ministry of Transport, a lot of citizens from the Monrovia City Corporation? Where have you been when 450 EPS officers illegally disrobed and removed from their jobs, hunger all over the place? Why did they have to take you this long, to think about rallying the support of the Liberian people stand? Why?
So we were here and we've been here, but it is only fair enough when you have a new administration that promised to rescue and that promised to do what is right. As you may be aware, we were promised that there are going to be no business as usual, and that automatically means if the previous administration was leading this country from the other path, it means that this rescue administration will lead this country from another path. So we were here when all of those things that you just mentioned happened, but we thought it was not to respond or not to react at that moment, because everything has a time, and the time has come to raise the red flag as it relates to all of those things that happened then and are currently happening.
You had to wait until they sack all of those people?
Not necessarily that we waited for those people to be sacked. We wanted to give the government a chance, because the government said in her mind those people employment were not necessary at the moment. The government said she was doing a lot of work. So we have gotten to realize that the dismissal of all of those people were not necessarily about facing the system. It was about a political alignment. And we were told that the dismissals of those people were about formulating a new system that could better the life of every Liberian. So we could not react at that moment. But now that we have been informed that that decision was never taken on the basis of transforming the system in the interest of the people, but that decision was taken on the basis of political alignment. So we have chosen now to respond to the system that have been formulated to suppress and oppress the ordinary people of our nation.
What are you going to be coming outside for on July 17th? I mean, I was somewhere, the old mothers, our mothers, a few of them, they were concerned. Protest coming July 17th, and people are panicking. People are having this conversation. It is a national information right now. Everybody's talking about the protest. People are afraid. What kind of protest are you going to be having?
So basically, the protest is about the people.
Okay.
And let me say this, in a very loud and plain tone. We have been told that the regime is trying to distribute fear in our people. You understand? The regime is trying to make our people afraid, as if to say, when you talk about protest, it is as if to say that what you're talking about.
Okay.
We want to make that clear.
Is it going to be
protest
peaceful?
Is constitutional, and to be precise, Article 17 of the Liberian Constitution agree that protests should take place. In fact, Liberia is not the only country that carry on protests on a regular basis. America is one of the countries that people protesting on a regular basis. So let that be made known clear that protest is constitutional, and we are constitutional people, because our agitation or our protest is about restoring Liberia to a democratic order.
Okay.
In our mind, Liberia, in fact, the regime now is cracking down democracy to the extent that we have gone 1 year, some more months, almost all of the commissioner LTS, they acting undermining efficient administrative progress. There is no zero amount of investment want to do investor want to do business with LTA commissioners. because you can have almost 4 commissioners.
So all of these violations are happening. I understand the different situation, but the people are concerned about the day you're coming out on the 17th. What are you coming out to do? How long are you coming outside for? What are your objectives? What do you intend to achieve? What will happen, and you will see it as justice for you?
So we will come out and remain on the street until our plight I responded to.
Do you have priorities?
Of course, we have priorities.
What are the priority issues that when you think government solve, you will leave?
Very good. One of our immediate priority has to do with the increasement in civil servant salary. We believe that civil servants deserve nothing more than better.
Okay.
Right? We, in fact, as I speak to you, imagine the office of the War Crime Code that were established by President Boyka. There are people in the office of the War Crime Code who have not taken pay for the past 5 months.
I know.
Imagine that. The office of the War Crime Code, or office that were established to prosecute people that committed mayhem against humanity.
So
those who are working into that sector, they have labored for the past 5 months, and Mr. Joe Boyka and sophisticated state looters have failed to pay those people. So these are some of the reasons for which we believe that we should protest. Those people deserve to be given the legitimate entitlement. Don't forget about that.
Okay.
On the other hand, we believe that Mr. Joe Boyka should commit himself to upholding and respecting the rule of law. Perhaps what he did on the inauguration was not enough. This time around, we believe that he should reaffirm his commitment.
Oh, he should reaffirm
his commitment.
No, come in. On inauguration days, most presidents who have been inaugurated will say, "I, President KOK, do solemnly swear that I will uphold." President Boyka must do that thing for the second time.
They must do that for the second
Why?
time. For the fact of the because you as Mr. Joe Boyka is a Christian, right? So you cannot be a Christian swearing upon the Bible that you will protect and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. On the other hand, violating the same law you swear to protect.
So he should go back.
So we believe that it is only fair enough that this president reaffirm his commitment to upholding and protecting the rule of law.
And that is a precondition for you remaining on the street?
Of course. As you may be aware,
if he doesn't do that, you will stay on the street.
Of course. We are left with no option at that moment but to remain on the street.
Do you know that the police is under obligation to ensure that the streets are cleared for everybody to use? When you say you will remain on the street until President Boyka go and reaffirms his a commitment to the Constitution, these are things that are practically not possible for the president to do. Do you have what it takes to remain on the street for eternity? Because the president that I know, that you know, will not recommit himself.
So you can be promised that the president will recommit himself on July 17th.
How will you do that?
And like I said to you, right? We are the people, and all power is in our hand. We possess the power. Mr. Joe Boyka is our employee. He must know that. So we employ him, and he work according to our way.
He's not going to recommit himself to anything.
No, you should not speak on behalf of the president. No, you should not speak on behalf of the president. You don't know.
There are precedental cases. Where the Supreme Court told him, "Don't replace these people. Don't sack these people." And he went ahead. He did the same thing.
So this time around, his direct employer are about to speak to him. That was the Supreme Court.
Are you bigger than the Supreme Court?
Somehow,
if you could not listen to the Supreme Court, what makes you think he's going to listen to Stan?
For the fact that all power is inherent within us,
okay,
that automatically means we possess every power of the Republic of Liberia. So Mr. Joe Boyka must listen to us.
How are you going to do that? We
will do that.
You are just a bunch of people in yellow t-shirts. You do not have any extra support. You're going to be encountering policemen and women who will even waste tear gas and flush you out of the street if you insist on remaining on the road.
So these were the same bunch of people that gave Mr. Joe Boyka the authority he just today.
Okay.
So these are the same bunch of people that are about to call Mr. Joe Boyka to order. So Mr. Joe Boyka will be left with no option but to do what is right.
Your declaration of remaining on the street until Boyka, President Boyka decide to adhere to your demands appears to be comical. It appears to be a joke because you can't give the president an ultimatum. He's not going to fall for your pressure. He's going to send Gregor Como to flush you out.
So are you speaking now for the president? And let me say this.
What then will you do?
Oh look, let me say this to them. We have been informed as I speak to you. I have in my gadget that and we are still verifying the source of this information. We have in our possession. There are some information in our possession. Like I said, we are still verifying the source of our information. Gregor Coleman has gone to Sierra Leone and recruit some, or rebels. I mean, former rebels.
You're talking like you scary.
So,
and you do not.
No, I come in. Let me have Gregor Coleman informed that we are on top of our game. We are not.
But I mean, these are all allegations that you cannot prove.
That's what I said to you. We are still verifying the nature. I mean, the truthful.
So it is unconfirmed. It is unconfirmed.
So it is unconfirmed for now. But we have been told, because they were saying that, say, anyway, see smoke and me fire there.
Okay.
For the fact that we have been informed by our intelligence that Gregor Coleman have gone to Sierra Leone.
That he's allegedly bringing people from Sierra Leone
to recruit.
So I mean, you're not be on the road again.
For what?
Okay.
So I'm having Gregor Coleman remanded or informed that we are informed about his decision. So we will not make ourselves vulnerable to a tyrant. The Gregor Coleman.
What do you mean when you say you're not make yourself vulnerable?
No, we will be protected as well. We'll have Gregor Coleman informed that he does not just work at the way pressure.
How will you in yellow t-shirt be protected? You're just wearing yellow t-shirt.
We will be protected by the Constitution.
Okay.
So we will be protected.
The Constitution will protect you against tear gas,
of course,
against live bullets. Did you see what happened in Kinjal?
Look, we can assure you what happened in Kinjal, and these are some of the reasons for which we believe that we should protest.
Okay.
Right? Because imagine, Liberia under Mr. Joe Barker Renner is the only country on the face of the earth where when people assemble to demand a safe drinking water, the police will move in and beat and kill them. All of these things are happening under Mr. Barker. Imagine Liberians govern themselves to call the government attention as a readers to bad labor practice in Kinjal. All Mr. Joe Barker could done or could do was to serve them with tear gas and lab bullets.
Okay.
Up to today, there are there are children who have become fatherless. There are homes who, breadwinners have been taken away. So these are reasons for which we protest. So we are not afraid of Joe Barker police. And let me inform you, some of those police, that children are with us. Some of those police children will be into the protest.
Okay. Okay.
Some of those police will
the police people children will be with you in the protest. So what does that mean?
That means no.
When the policeman receive order, he can even waste tear gas
in what ground? Order against the people
in his own cherry
no,
face.
Order against the people. No policeman will do that because we're even protesting for those same police. We are protesting for the same police. Imagine there are police that are making far below the wage bill. There are police making 75.
Okay.
There are police making 50. So we are demanding that no police officer, right? In fact, all civil servants, none of them should receive not less than 150. Right? We believe that everyone, imagine.
Your chairman, Moba Molu, told us that he's going to be having a nationwide protest on July 17th. To have a nationwide protest in this country is not something jovial. You need resources. You need, like I said, you need money. You need all of the support you will need. Do you have the support? Do you have the capacity to tell the government we are not leaving until we'll leave? Because when you announce that, it means you have water, you have food, you have medicine, you have everything available, to keep the people for the eternity you were talking about until Joe Barker, the president, reaffirms his allegiance to the constitution of our country. Where do you stand in terms of support?
So basically, we send hefty in every sector. We send, as I speak to you,
you got money.
We send hefty financially. We have the resources, and the resources are coming from those same people, the ordinary people. In fact, I speak to you as an ordinary young man who is not working in an employ of government. I have contributed my own little resources towards the process. Right? So there are people contributing. The people believe that this protest is about them.
Is there a platform available for generating resources? We saw what happened during the June 7 protest. We had different fundraiser links open, mobile money, this. How are you guys doing your own?
So basically, recently we launched a GoFundMe account.
GoFundMe?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
And people are chipping in, and before I leave, I will elaborate on that so that our people.
We don't have the luxury of time. You guys should have been here ever since.
Yes. So our people who are listening, want to contribute, also contribute towards the process. There are too many ways to which
the means we're looking for, because we'll soon go.
Can protest. So let me just give me a bit of time so I can go directly to the process. And
so you're on GoFundMe. Who is the? I see you send me something here. Who is the owner of? Who opened this GoFundMe? That's what I want to know. Yes, that's what I want to know. Let's see if I can. I'm trying to open it up, but away from GoFundMe, is your stand office open for people? Y'all who the protesters, y'all got a way of generating water, food, whatever the case is. Can somebody walk to stand office and get in 3 bag of rice?
Of course, we are open to that. Like, and before I get to that,
Mhm.
before I get to the actual GoFundMe issues,
Mhm.
the office is open, and you can work there. Whatsoever donation you have, you can make your donation. Be it $5, be it $10, be it one sack of water, whatsoever you have. We will appreciate your donation, but we are clear. They're gonna be a protest.
Are you guys promising that your protest will be peaceful?
Of course, it will be peaceful.
I'm seeing the GoFundMe here. It says help Liberia rise again. Help Liberia rise against injustice. Your target is $10,000, and you already raised $1,160. You already raised $1,160.
Okay.
I would not call those who have already contributed, but I see somebody contributed $200, somebody $500, somebody $100, somebody $100. I see $50. Yeah, the organizer is Pala Reto. The Pala Reto is the organizer of this GoFundMe.
Samuel Jacob.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's what I'm seeing though.
So basically, you see, our people are not responding to the protest because the people are aware that July 17th is that day.
So you launched this GoFundMe about 2 days ago, according to what I'm looking at, and you have $1,160 of the $10,000 target that you have.
So imagine that GoFundMe somehow is only available to those who have access to the internet somehow. So as I speak to you now, there are people who are making their way at the office of Stan to contribute.
So somebody asking, where is the office of Stan?
So basically, Stan office is not that much far from the ministerial complex.
Okay.
It's just in between there. So as soon as you get around the ministerial complex, you can ask anyone around there to locate you Stan office, and they will show you the actual location of Stan office.
Somebody listening and they say, okay, I will come July 17th because my brother was working with the Ministry of State. They sack him. We're not eating in a few days. So the order will go stay on the road to go protest. How can such an individual contact you?
So basically, before I leave, I will announce, my number as well, or the number of those who you can contact, and we will also announce our various social media platforms as we speak to you. That in fact, we are encouraging everyone to set up their own leadership.
Okay.
Right? Be a whosoever you are, whatsoever position you find yourself in, just establish your own leadership and have her engaged. We'll incorporate it into the protest because this protest is about the people.
We are out of time. It's about the people. Let's take a few calls. Just few calls. If we can take 4 or 5, it will be okay because we are totally out of time. 806-500-104-776-104-104. Fanta Chroma is a member of STAN. He represents the youth wing for the upcoming protests. Let's hear you. This person, go ahead. 1 minute, quickly. No time.
Yeah, hello. Okay.
How are you? Quickly.
I'm fine. My name is Otis Barkley. I join you from 12.
Well, fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to my comrades there. We all going to give our little support, and we're going to be there. Now, that's part of support. We will be on the ground. That you are saying shortly, you said that so many police officers, children are being in the protest. So we dare gradually come on a lot of us.
Okay.
Do anything funny.
We leave you right there. Let's take the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? Quickly.
Yeah, quickly. Thank you, Kai. Let me say,
who's in Kewu? The guys say they come in protest the same way you protested on June 7th. What phase do you have the fire in it?
Yeah, so every democratic government should, welcome protest, more especially Article 17 of the Liberian Constitution guarantees peaceful assembly. So let me ask the comrades in the studio, you're giving time in this land and all Liberians the assurance that this protest will be peaceful, will be conducted in a very peaceful manner.
That's why he said, thank you, we'll leave you right there. We'll take the other person. Go ahead, quickly, no time.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Quickly, sir. No time. Let's hear you.
Yeah, what they say,
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's only people asking how they want kind of time. Go ahead, let's hear the person. Go ahead, 1 minute. Hello? But let's hear you, sir. Quickly, no time, 30 seconds. What's your question?
I just want to say kudos to our organizers, to look organizers, whatever. What I want to suggest to them is they should enter the awareness to be from community to community because that project is about winning our grand people.
Okay, all right. He heard your message. This person, go ahead. 1 minute, quickly, no time.
How you doing, okay?
We are good, quickly, no time.
When people talk about protesting that, bro, shouldn't be making a protest in Granny Como 2 days. We'll continue saying it, Granny Como, this demo. That is a protest.
Okay.
The protest that in the country, but they come on, I will be making famous. Thank you.
Okay, we leave you right there. Thank you very much. Let's talk to the other person quickly. No time. Let's hear you.
Yeah, okay. My name is Steve Sacramento Dennis. I call for Painesville.
Mm-hmm.
We are informed here for that protest, but anywhere that protest came, we will stay on it. We will protest until what? Until the particular one listen to one. I wouldn't agree the whole one will listen to our black.
Okay, we leave you right there. We'll talk to the person quickly. No time. We gotta go. We come to go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Hello, this is one of the speakers from Kidal. This is Baka Masale on the line.
Oh, go ahead, Masale. Let's hear you, sir.
Okay, let me say thank you to my brother in studio there. That protest will go. I will be there with my placard.
Okay.
My brother, it's not on it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's the last person that we go to Crewman. Go ahead. Let's hear you. You're the last caller. 1235.
Yeah, Mr. Tell you the studio care. I feel we are dealing with people that protest that they know, but I'm dealing with things that point them we turn body permanent get they get ammunition in Johnny Kibu. Look, we don't not be a part of that thing. You know what I'm saying about that many still there that the comment will bring we can't order will go. That's not a ball.
Okay.
You tell me you're in the country, this time. We saw one in the country. We saw one again there, you kill all of the people, but when you kill the people, you not kill all of the people.
Okay.
So we've been there, we're not waiting for that, you know, killing the power, all kind of things.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll leave you. We'll take this person quickly. Man, 30 seconds. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We all not. You gonna say?
Man, bye-bye. You can say that on the radio. Let's talk to the last person. Go ahead. Yeah, man.
Okay. My name is Soti Tele and I call you from Ghana's.
You are the last caller.
All I want to tell my brother in studio is I will be the imam on that day to pray with the people 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 8 o'clock because we'll be there until the government get here to our plan. So I will be the imam for that day. You can take my number and contact me. I will be my well gun that day. I will be well 45 for the 17, and I will come with my manpower from Kwadugoni district all the way to come and protest for our people. Thank you.
We leave you right there, my brother. 30 seconds, no time. We have to rearrange. Maybe you got to come and pay some more money again to come on the platform. Go ahead, quickly. 30 seconds.
Yeah,
We gotta go.
So thank you, and I love the responses from our people. Our people are falling for the message. Our people have bought the message, and we are glad that they have bought the message. It's low, you know. And let me say this to all of them: there will be a protest on July 17, and July 17 is the day that I will give birth to the transformations of the system that we are long been awaiting. Right? So we are encouraging each and every one of them to turn up in our numbers, and moving forward, we will visit each and every community, every district, every contest to spell out our messages, and we believe that our people will turn up in the number. So let me conclude on this note. Let us be reminded, if the regime think that she can distribute casualty upon our people on July 17, the regime does not have the ability to distribute casualty upon the people that gave her the same authority. Because we are aware that Mr. Joe Boyka will not beat people as compared to Do. How many people will Mr. Joe Boyka beat that Do never beat there before? How many people that Mr. Joe Boyka killed that Do never killed? But we are aware that Mr. Joe Boyka will not even dare attempt to do any of those things. So July 17th, there will be a protest, and the protest is intended to demonstrate a labyrinth people willingness to transform the system. So before I conclude, let me add this number for those of our people who want to contribute towards the protest financially, be it $5, be it $10, whatsoever amount you have to contribute. This is the number. You can pay. This is the mobile money number. You can make a contribution on this number on 0888. I repeat, 0888 9933 91. I repeat, 088 09 93 391. So this is a number, or these are the number of which you can make your contribution as it relates to the issue of the protest. Let us tell our numbers. Let us have Mr. Joe Boyka reminded that Liberia does not belong to him. Liberia is not his enterprise. He should govern Liberia according to the word of Liberia. So thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And that's it. He's from Stan, and I repeat, he's from Stan, the institution in the business of protesting on the 17th of July. Until we return here on tomorrow, have a wonderful time, and God bless you. Up next is the commercials on 87 0.9. Let's leave you and return when we can on tomorrow. Have a wonderful time. God bless you.
Guess what? The people come and play. I swear. How about we the EPA with me? The song I want me, they get it wrong. What's more like